slam 3-0. I'm going to go Miami. They gave me a jersey, so I'm picking Miami, and I think they're the better search team.
Easy sells.
Valid. They also did give me a jersey, but this isn't a biased take. I'm going to go with Miami Heretics. I love this team, and I think they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm also going Miami. Rencor is just way too much to handle. If Mamba goes negative in hard points, they don't win them, and yeah, Rencor's not going to do that, so Miami.
Miami hasn't had a chance to play the big dogs yet in the tournament. I hope they make it to a championship Sunday the way Rancor is playing. I got Miami doing it in 4.
A sweep?
It's time to send it to the stage for an upset, please.
I don't know if it's going to be an upset yet, Chris, because when it comes down to these fans, they're kind of split 50-50. We know how both these squads can catch momentum and steamroll their opponents. So let's start bringing them to the stage. Coming out first, get loud for Miami Heretics. Tricks, Ringcore, Super, and Metals. One more match today for them to make it to a championship Sunday, and they're ready to leave it all on the stage. Heretics are ready to play.
Take my Vamos, a huge opportunity here to get top 4. These guys have been unbelievable at search and destroy, and in the final map of their last series, the rookie Trakes took over and called game. He settled in here to the CDL. I'm excited to see him take this match. Let's get it, guy.
I'm ready, Ant, because the next team knows that it was gonna be a tall climb to the top of the mountain to reach championship Sunday, and they're about to give it everything in which they got. Give a warm welcome to G2 Minnesota. Grip, Estriel, Skyz, and Mamba. As they walk to the stage, they know that if they're gonna turn the page in this G2 book, they gotta take down their opponents and get to a Sunday.
I mean, this is the battle of the underdogs to see who makes it to Sunday to go up against the big names. And for G2 Minnesota, they've already got a crazy win versus Vegas Faze in a sweep, so they know what it's like to be in that position, to have to go up against the favorites. They refuse to back down and go out, but this might be their biggest test yet, guy.
It will be their biggest test, but we got a lot of dogs on this stage, and like dog years, sometimes things go by fast.
Sophomore, they got a 3rd. Carolina Royal Ravens got a 4th there. Team's not expected to get that. Regardless of who wins this, a team we did not expect to be in the top 4 is getting to a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the only thing to go off of is sort of Miami's end of the year last year, right? But yeah, obviously you lose Real. Like you didn't have a great start to this
That's
year.
true. If we ignore the start of the year, yes, you're right. Yeah,
but then bouncing back and then G2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just the turnaround that they did at the end of this stage.
Rancor, since he has come in the scene, has been a player to watch. He has been a shooter. Amongst other top pro shooters, he stands in the top like 3. When you think of raw skill with an AR in hand, he is a monster and he's so fun to watch. And maybe the polar opposite player, Crimp on the other side of it, the man plays with pace, passion, and SMG in his hand. He is turned.
Yeah, I mean, any AR getting some formal gas is obviously playing pretty darn well. And in Rancor, he has been doing it. He has been just magnificent for them in hardpoint, really just their consistent.
Right out the gate, you're talking like the launch tournament. It was subs on this map at times. Like you had Crimp and Estriel running them whenever. Some teams were running 4 ARs. They showed what they were capable of in those moments. Excited to see it, but it's a sub in Trakes that really is going to get things going. A nice opening break. Heretics racking up the time, and they've got all the position in the world as well. They kill 4 straight.
And I'm just curious to see if we're going to have a more, I don't know, sort of slow and controlled Scar, if this is just the nature of the map now, where every single game is a comeback or a 20-point game. Because early on, it was like the map where people were getting blown out. So I'm just curious to see if someone's going to figure it out.
And I remember the first time Trakes came into the league. First time we casted him, I believe it was a Scar hardpoint against Ultra. He was like 2-13. You were like, welcome to the league, buddy. Well, he's in the league now. He's been welcomed. He started out 5-0, now 6-1. He is a different player. He's gotten comfortable with this squad, a big part of why they become a threat.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, more comfortable, but he has been a key factor into their S&D success. Well, bringing it here in the hardpoint map number 1 is Metals looking over Rencor, and this guy right back to work.
Doesn't miss often. Shooting straight and taking names. In a good position to watch over his team. We'll go to Super though, as he's trying to win it from the steps. That's great shots from Crimp. As he connects with the sub, the wall bang rings true for Skyz as well. And that should be G2 in. Ranker, good luck with that. So many people collapsing on him. It's a nice break for G2 and one they needed.
Yeah, Mamba already on the rotation. Super's he's gonna see him and be like, all right, I'm just gonna back on down. Let his teammates know. So Rentor's gonna move on over. Getting that scrap time will be Skyz. But the big gunfight going down. Is Mamba gonna take him out? And now you're gonna have Kremp here to help him out.
Is this one where like you just as simple as maybe you give the SMG edge to Minnesota, you give the AR edge to Heretics, and it comes down to kind of maps? Or
I mean, the recent form we've seen of Skyz, maybe not.
It hasn't. I know I'm oversimplifying things. I certainly am, but sometimes you just talk about matchups and strengths and what position you've got. It's a double though for Drakes around the point as Ranker takes down the third. It's really Mamba left here in the fight, but with close spawns for both teams, it'll stay contested. As G2 went down early, they've chewed away at that lead, and they're right back in the fight. We have 20 seconds remaining here, and some big rotations upcoming. Still spawning out deep on the far side for next will be Miami, so they're going to try to battle through. It'll be G2 that are set up early and a chance for a lead change.
Yeah, another big thing is on a map like Scar, we're seeing 3 to 4 ARs, right? I mean, depending on the hill, we might see a couple more drive as we get towards this P4. But yeah, you're just going to have to be able to perform throughout the weekend with that M15, as we have seen from everybody. The fact, I mean, you're seeing all the guys, Abizi, Shotzi, they've all had to run it on this map. But a big kill there at that P3, but a break attempt for Heretics at the P4.
And as he said here, it'll be the highlights, and even Ranker now has one in hand. Saw what he can do with the AR, doing it with the sub, but it's a little pinch and poke there from Estriel and Skyz, as they'll get one side, their teammates spawn out, will collapse on the other. Now can they collapse together? Last person in is going to be Super, I think. He's trying to stay alive and wait for his teammates to pressure with him. Nice time for G2, up a little bit here.
Yeah, this has been like the key right on Scar all week, and it just feels like teams have figured out how to make sure you do not allow a team to get like a full 60 on a hill.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just controlling the spawn, blocking the spawn, giving yourself parallels, and then you're just going back and forth as well. It is G2 with this 20-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, down 20 or so all the way around the backside. I'll be Miami, grouping up, trying to get those spawns. Now this will be the first real push towards the point. Super with the first. That's the entry. Time to go. Mamba's gonna flank this, and oh my god, he gets damage into 2. Ends up walking away with 1. It's a team kill there with the frag from Skyz. Things fall apart, and Heretics should be in.
Yeah, they were there. The timing there. I mean, you had Rentor in the middle. Mamba slips on through. He then almost lines up a double, and somehow, some way, we are still fighting for it as Rentor is alive. He's on 5 in a row, getting this scrap time.
And he's got a sub out, getting mixy with it. Okay, if he peels somebody there. There we go. Let's get the AR for that fight, maybe. This will be a little more confident. Oh my lord, and that is why. Just absolute beam straight to the forehead of Estriel. Getting real close. He's gonna get to a power position up top. He's able to earn it, so streak earned. His streak also comes to an end, but a nice sequence there as Miami trying to get back in front.
Yeah, Skyz and Mamba, they're going to be able to find the last 2, and you have a good P1 setup here. So, yeah, outside of, like, the great start for Miami, it feels like G2 have controlled the map. But Rentor, are you going to invest in that Hellstorm right away? Yeah, you're going to go for it. Just pretty much try to split this time and give yourself the position for P2 with 28 seconds left. Mamba's going to find the first pick, though. There is the trade, but you take that all day. You go 2 for 2 if you are G2.
Oh, 100%. Mamba knows he's dead. Like, he's mid in the hard point. The fact he's able to take a chow and win it before the missile hits. Lovely from him. Metals, nice slide and chow. That is clean. And what a map from Metals so far, 18 and 12.
From your ARs on rotation, top motel. As well, just nobody's in the hill, but you do find 2 kills. And well, that's why Skyz was also able to find a Hellstorm at some point. So that makes sense why no one was in the hill.
It absolutely does. You talked about the fact that I don't know what it is, if it's just the makeup of this team, but Skyz, had some individual struggles for a stretch there. He is really starting to play at a different level, and I feel like, it's just got to be like a confidence thing, or a composition thing.
Yeah, 100%, right? Whatever it is, they have, unlocked him, I suppose. But
he's like, oh yeah, I can play really well.
Yeah, back to his old form, like what we're used to seeing him when he was a world champion.
He's going to be a big part of why they may get a top 4. If he's able to keep playing like this, but early time is up. It's another rotation won by Minnesota in great position. They've got to be calm and well because they are cruising. Let's hear the comms from G2.
Watch out, stone, absolute stone. Absolute stone, absolute stone. Stone middle. I have your make cut, yeah.
All overload.
One make cut ice.
I like you. They're over two right. I'm deep right. They can go dirt though. They can go dirt. I heard dirt. Watch out. There's two. Watch out. Yeah, they're both weak as fuck. Yeah, one 2v2. They're beating your right's open, brother.
P1. I think you really heard the composure there. Dealing with an awkward situation. They got broken pretty quickly, but what a great job retaking here.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah, Mamba plays his life in his back, and they just lose him if you are Miami. But you wanted some separation. You got it the last couple of hills. Some of the cleanest hard points we have seen throughout the weekend at P3 and into the P4. And just like that is a 100-point lead for G2.
And if you told me that Skyz was going to be matching what Rancor was putting up, I think, okay, I mean, G2's probably sitting pretty. And he has done that. They are up 100. If the rallying comeback is going to start, it might be here. Speaking of Rancor, he's able to get two and a little breathing room now.
A couple of hills and just a couple more seconds for closing out this map one.
There are some players you can tell as new players are going to love the main stage, love the big moment. Mamba is absolutely one of those guys. They can't close it out here behind Crim's double, but it'll get right out to mid at the opening hard point, and that will shut it down. G2. A whooping there in the map one. I mean, Miami were up like what, 50 to 10 or something as he looks for an opening, and man, this guy has been a highlight reel.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, his sniper, with what we saw yesterday, so darn good. So he will find in an early round one.
And honestly, dude, with the number of clutches that Heretics have had this year in like hardpoint, good thing you blew him out if you're G2, because if it comes down to the wire, you probably feel good for Heretics. But Skyz had a massive map one. He gets the first blood opener instantly here, and that is a fast one.
Well, and I don't know if he combos it with a nade. Obviously, we were on board with Super, but that was not it's like solar panel to
started. Basically the break off of the hardpoint. But the opposite way. Super, this time, of course, we're not watching him, and that'll be the time he'll hit the snipe. That's how it works. Observers, I'm sorry. I know you're just like, fist in the sky.
Well, and I mean, Super almost hits a second one, a hit marker on the Skyz. Quickly, Super is all over the map, just switching up positions. He's gonna wrap all the way back towards back window. 3 versus 4 after that first blood. Well, G2, they're just, maybe they have found an opening. Okay, Rentor's gonna make sure nothing happens window side.
Yeah, I think it's just so much time has gone by. Like, oh, it's been wide open through middle. Timing is there for Trakes. They were going in Chow, and now the opposite of basically what we saw in the opening round. It was clean for G2 in the first. This time, crisp and clean for Miami. Not really much of a fight. 5 bullets. Execute. They're starting to work their way up, or trying to. That stun will at least back up Cramp. Won't connect, but he's going to reposition. To mid we go. Rancor able to win a fight. Lovely shots out of him. Stays alive on the cross as well. He'll be watching the push through kind of with Trakes. He's kind of got the mid cut. Trakes has got the full wrap. Super has to have everything else right now while Metals plants. Now, can Metals actually get up and get out of this? No, I mean, he's kind of dead to rights there. Okay, his teammates clutch up.
Yeah, he gets a bomb down, job done. Trace, he had to watch sort of mid-cut and flank. So yeah, Skyz was able to slip through, but it may not matter. It's down to Estriel, 1 versus 3, and there you go. Job done. And yeah, sometimes just getting that objective carried to that bomb.
Lights out. Mamba in trouble. 44 HP, trying to get a stun out, pre-fire. Skyz, I think, gets the blood with the snipe. At the same time, Super gets the kill. So into a 3 versus 3 we will go. Skyz, a lot to watch right now. Well, he's got a ton of info with that angle. A ton of info. They're just going to go ahead and chow it through mid, and that's all due to Skyz getting the spot on the cross with the snipe.
Yeah, still almost like he had 3 versus 2, right? So he had to quickly get to his teammates, and he does. Just whips out the pistol, flies to them. But as you said, just great info from Skyz. And they're able to find that kill. Now it's just a question, do they want to plant towards B? Yeah, just going to get set up, and Skyz just right back to his spot.
Yeah, we don't always see like little stuff like that. Like, hey, you can't watch every single POV, but search and destroy is an info game. Just spotting where people are going, where the push is coming from, how many numbers, and what a nade there from Estriel. It's all going to be on Rancor. He is on 4 straight. He is demonic, but this might be impossible. He might have a chance for another one here. Not going to happen. Estriel is going to get picked. It's Metal's first kill. It's going to be a blood. Skyz sees a pop-up, but not able to flick quickly enough. And with the smoke down, he's going to go ahead and back it up. But look at this. They give it up and all go out towards mid, straight from B to A. Quick transition here.
They don't know Mamba's through. That's the other thing. They do not know Mamba was all the way through on the flank, and now you're kind of everywhere because you lose one in Super. So the timings for Rancor are going to be massive, but they don't check top ring, or at least Mamba doesn't. You can kind of see Skyz is looking for it. He knows it's an option. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, everybody's just trying to get hunted down. The initial gunfight goes the way of Trakes.
Trakes may have won it for him. Skyz does find a sub, gonna be able to chow, but Trakes goes huge. He gets 2, Trakes gets 3, locks it down. Bottom P3, wondrous stuff there out of Trakes. We're gonna work the flank in a moment. Well, it's gonna be Trakes with the first blood. He's been so good. Super hits with the snipe as well. G2 players getting laid out, clothesline and dropped. Able to at least get 1. I thought maybe Rancor would try to make a play through mid, but maybe it just works out. Group up with your team. You have numbers. You end up getting caught there. I think it was a Mamba that had the read. You might just end up at 2v2.
Well, they still end up in a 2 versus 2. And well, we'll see. Rancor able to snap on an Estriel. Down to Mamba, 1 versus 1. No Super has the snipe as well.
Not only a snipe now. Snipe and sub, there's the spot. 30 seconds to go. A massive 1 versus 1 with Heretics with the 1-round advantage. Super just dipping away.
Mamba's like, where the hell is this guy?
Ring around the rosy we go. Mamba gonna scoop it. And he is gonna get caught planning. Oh my God, he gets away on the cross and he will get 1 to their name. So they've been spreading it out in the opening department. There's another Super peeling, but Estriel finds a timing on mid. He's gonna get 2. So suddenly her first blood, it's gone, numbers to G2.
Yeah, that entire round, you saw Estriel lurking up. And really what they wanted to do was just get Super to shoot. Unfortunately, it landed on Mamba, but they wanted him distracted so Estriel could go, but it still works out because he finds the double. So beautifully done out of G2. Little mini games within this round, but still a 2 versus 3 here for Trakes and Metals. Well timing, going their way. I lied.
Yeah, that was almost great. That boy's going to be even longer back to full because he takes damage from the trophy. Finally gonna chow, that's just awkward there. He gets that kill. We've got ourselves a crazy round again, but one's gonna reposition. Rancor's the lone man not in that setup, and he's able to find a kill. Metals gets out of his setup and gets picked. I'm not sure they realized 2 more were there, but it's gonna spread out for now.
Yeah, well, you can see neither team really has info right now, right? So both teams just kind of holding the line. Now Miami gonna go all the way through as a 3, but bomb planted. G2 in a good spot.
Guys, gonna see a lot here soon. Not able to finish it. Nice job of the Heretics player kind of getting out of that, making sure he doesn't get picked. 3 versus 3, 30 to go. Heretics moving, Heretics clearing. But the fact is they gotta start finding openings. They gotta find them here soon. Time dwindling, down to 20 seconds now. Skyz continues to be heroic. Numbers to G2. Shrimp. Just gonna go ahead and send it. The team will find the kills. Nice round from G2, and now we're evened up at 4-4.
Yeah,
Heretics all together. Heretics all flying. Nobody home outside of Skyz. Can Skyz get info and get away? He's taking a lot of damage. He can't. He gets a little peek, and he is caught. Nice blood. Plant is in. Crimp taking a route, but it's gonna be a minute. The question is gonna be the timing. Like, does Rancor give this up because so much time actually passes? Or does he keep holding? I mean, they got numbers is the problem. They were missing a player. Oh my God. Oh my God. He just slid right under.
But it may not matter, just he's gonna live. He's gonna live, and his teammates got it, killing his teammate straight on the other side.
Wait, that looked insane though. If somehow he got through and killed 2, he would have been like, I'm so sorry, that's my bad.
He can't die.
Super 9 and 5, getting all 4.
See Metals? Yeah, Metals is right up the middle of the map. Okay, Kremp is. I thought he was gonna make the play, but Kremp goes from down low, so he's able to catch him. Metals not having a great game at 1 and 9, but his teammates, or his team is in the lead still.
But Super get the ace. I was so focused on the Kremp play with Rancor. Hell of a round from Super. Gets them all at B. Estriel, hell of a win. 11 HP, staying up, trying to get the plant. Awkward timing for Mamba on the other side of it. Plant is going to get in. His teammates able to make the plays. Looks like we're going all the way. We are. Let's get it to around 11. We expected these two teams
to go make a hero play. The problem is, though, is that all of G2 are here towards B. So right now it's like a 4 versus 3.
And I think the call's going to be super. You're going to have to make a play.
Yeah, but I think he's going to get spotted by Estriel. Is he going to see him on that
I don't think
cross?
so.
No, he doesn't spot him.
Based on Mamba's reaction, that does not seem to be the case. He's going to go the whole way through. There's going to be the first blood. Does he get traded out? He does. The knife too short. The rest of the kills go the way of G2. Suddenly it's going to be all on Rancor to come away with the clutch. Him versus Estriel and Mamba. 30 seconds left to go. Can he make the play? Not gonna happen. G2 clutch up with back-to-back rounds. And they're gonna get deep into this one. They've got to get a dub here on the Scar overload.
Remember, this is always the map where, yeah, G2 are a little bit different than everybody else. They will run multiple Dravics with Kremp and Estriel. They win that aggression. Whoa. Yeah, he was an angry boy.
Yeah.
Man, that was like extra.
Dude, that was a double moaner.
Wow.
Holy hell. What did he eat for breakfast? Heretics, though, they're finding the kills and they're finding the opening. Mamba's going to have to go massive from the back. He's got, well, I was going to say he has help from Skyz, but he doesn't need it. Mamba finding the kills. Now they'll try to rally this out of here. You still have Rancor forward. You no longer have Rancor forward as Estriel will shut him down. Trying to move this. Oh, nice little snap. Nice little 180 there from Metals to disrupt any flow here from G2. They have not been able to cross this line at Motel. And Trakes is just ripping heads.
Yeah, nice shots for both of the SMGs.
There hasn't been a clean 3 or 4 dead. It's mostly been traded by other sides, so.
I mean, there's another example of it, right? You feel like you're about to go, and then Super works the white wall, able to find one, then a nade lands. Yeah, it's just like the momentum is stopping right away for both of our teams.
Super takes that route again, makes the play, as you said. Now can they turn this into something? A good opportunity. That's going to be 2 dead. Great chance to do it. Kremp gets that kill. He's got to track back, though, because they lose everybody else, and that's going to lead to a score. Heretics going to get it through. Mamba's going to go ahead and turn that into 2. They killed everybody but him. Is that just a nade not being called? Or?
I mean, he just gets through. I think there's just some timing from Motel side, and they don't expect him there. He turns it into 5 in a row, but the problem is, again, you're going on these routes, you're taking them, you're finding the kills, but your teammates die.
Yeah, great play from Mamba, but it's just not going to lead to much. If anything, maybe it leads to no movement forward for Heretics, but you'd love to turn this into a score. With 20 seconds remaining, Heretics, job done on the first side. You're up 1-0. You're selling the comeback, but you still got 5+ minutes to play to get this done. And, well, we might not be done yet because Kremp is forward. Still haven't added 30 seconds for overtime if they're going to need it, but they might be able to rally this through. But he's got to deal with 2 up to the mid-cut. He needs help from his teammates. Good job finessing here from Estriel. Getting there should be Skyz. Skyz has got to finish the kill, and he does. Snaps on a Trakes, at least enough to back him up. 20 seconds down to drop. Skyz still alive and well. Nice little wrap and route from Kremp. He gets in behind 2, slams a 3rd. There's the score. Tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, map control hasn't been really all theirs, and well, honestly, deja vu. They're like finding the first 2, and then they are just getting shut down.
Super, all right. Behind Super's 3, that means G2 are now going to be fighting out of their spawn. Super continues to find kills. Unfortunately, it's a frag that's going to stop him, so you lose the hot hand in Super. You now just kind of fight for map control out mid. But it seems like G2 are getting out now. We'll see what Mamba can find.
Yeah, Metals was working the pin. She was able to find one. Then just got stuck in Hotel, but Mamba is hit. It is Super versus Mamba. Estriel is going to help him out, and well, he's going to back up for the objective. That's probably not the guy you want backing up, but Trep, when he has gotten to these spots on this map, they have led to scores, and he does it again.
Yeah, the only guy I know that started slow, heating up, but will get red and drop, so that'll be EMP down there at White Wall, and now we'll see what Heretics can do to get out of this as they go down 1.
Well, now they're trapped, right? I mean, Tremp right off a spawn just pushes through Motel. The rest of the team, yeah, they want to go play inside, so it's just a sandwich, and well, it leads to another score for G2.
Every single score, I swear, Kremp is killing the guy that
Miami is getting this objective out of here. This time, they're able to find those kills, so can they push this up and put the pressure on G2?
Discombobulated, out of sorts. not finding any openings.
They just go topside?
Getting outclassed, but maybe you find a timing. I mean, we could obviously see what's there. Now the problem is going to be the flank maybe. Crimp's going to get in behind enemy lines. He's going to stop the EMP. The rest of the teammates going to drop it a chance here. Second should go through. Gets it across, gets the score. Heretics now within 1. You still have what?
Just in a wrap back. Oh boy, Skyz from up top.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Skyz is moving.
And maybe if Metals just stays pushed up there with Super, someone else spawn should grab the objective. That turns into something else, but just could not get across.
Skyz shutting it down. He knows how clutch they can be. He wants to give him no opportunity to make the play. Skyz' streak will come to an end. But Heretics tournament about to come to an end. They need something. They got to muster something. 20 seconds to go. Got to get EMP, got to make a play. Trying to find the kills first, is not able to do it. Time for Minnesota to get into spots and lurk. They find every single kill. Heretics have got to get out. They've got to be perfect. Not able to win the first fight topside. Not able to win the second fight at mid. Mamba chopping them up. G2 is roaring. G2 into the top 4, and Sunday, this team has showed up this weekend.
Great series out of G2 and into the top 4 in a rematch versus Faze, which we saw earlier in the tournament. But a lot of 3-0s today, and they had another one to the board.
We had, quite a few really this weekend. You think back to Thursday, yesterday, I think we only had the one.
We didn't have a lot online, I feel like.
Give a round of applause for G2 for making it to Championship Sunday.
Sir.
Man, you guys got it done throughout these 3 days. The job isn't fully done just yet, but how does it feel to be back on a Championship Sunday, Astro?
It feels good, especially because people have been rating us, they've been disrespecting us because online, you know what I'm saying? We had a bad stretch, but I think everybody knows now we are actually a good team. We're gonna show it for sure, especially tomorrow.
All right, and I think there is no doubt about how good you guys are. Y'all have proved time and time again in a lot of these series that don't count us out, don't bet against us, because we will step all over you guys. Now, let's talk a little bit of gameplay here. Map number 1, after that third hill, you guys really kind of beat them on the rotations all the way into the end and really closed it out. Map number 2, a lot of back and forth right there. 8 first bloods for them, but you guys still managed to win in round 11. It was a gritty one. How did you guys manage to do that after losing so many opening duels?
I think it was really just playing together after we got a kill, because when they get a blood, they run away, they play scared, so we knew we just take advantage of it, basically. We seen that early, so.
Seen that early fear in their eyes, so you guys stayed aggressive.
That's just their game plan, I guess. They get a kill and dip, but we just grouped up and made it work.
There you go. Wolf packed around the map, made sure to close that out. Now, one thing is I also want to talk about is just your teammates and how you guys have came together as a whole. When I first saw y'all on Media Day this weekend, y'all look like, 4 best friends. Y'all been through a lot, Probably one squad, well, I'll say one player yourself, been in so many Game 5s over the last 2 years.
Stressing out.
Exactly. So talk to me about how you guys have grown as a squad to be able to make it to Championship Sunday again.
I think we honestly spend a lot of time together, the whole team as a whole, and we're all super vibey and just good vibes. We're just all cool with each other, all spend time. So it just shows with the gameplay. We trust each other, even though none of us really knew each other that much going into the year, but y'all cool, got cool quick. So.
All right, man. And then lastly, I'll say you guys got a great coach in Looney too, okay? Talk to him about what he does for the team, and also give a shout out to the G2 fans as we get ready for Sunday.
Honestly, Dan, he's a 6-time, he know how to win, so he gonna tell us we doing BS, after the Optic series, he told us straight up, we're doing some crazy stuff, So honestly, coming from a player who is good as him, he definitely he knows what he's talking about, so it's easy to understand and translate. So, yeah. Appreciate all the G2 fans. Appreciate everybody's support, and we're gonna be back tomorrow. Thank you.
You heard them. They're gonna be back tomorrow. Big stepping on the main stage. One more time for G2, everybody. Miles, close us out.
Thank you, Blaze. Great win for G2 there. Great culture, great team. That was a nice interview, man. That was nice. Genuine. Really genuine. I'm a big fan of Estral. But that's it, guys. That is the end of this superb Saturday. We do have a couple of moments to get through before we get